Hello friends, today we are going to learn elements of novel. First of all, let's say history of novel. Meaning of novel. Novel means new and original, not like seen before. In literature, novel is a long printed story about imaginary characters and events. One of the popular American novelists, Marion Crawford, describes novel as a pocket theater containing all the accessories of drama without requiring to be staged before the audience. Let's say definition of novel. The most accepted definition of novel is a long narrative in prose dealing with the actions of fictitious people. According to W.H. Hudson, anyone can write a novel who has pens, ink, and paper and command on a certain amount of leisure and patience. Background of novel. The novel as a literary genre has a history of about 2000 years, but as a prominent form of literature, novel came into existence in the 18th century. 18th century new literature was characterized by the spirit of realism. People neglected romances with features like enthusiasm, passion, and imagination. In this place, there increase in trade and commerce. Industrial revolution had given rise to the middle class having an elite status. There was the realistic picture of everyday life and problems of common people were depicted in the novel, which appealed to the newly educated class. Spread of machines provided a time to the educated middle class for reading and discussion about books. This was the reason why novel became most popular form in 18th century. Novel encompasses the social, political and cultural happenings and scientific progress of this age. Now let's say elements of novel. There are 6 elements of novel. Those are theme, plot, character, setting, conflict, language and styles. All are related to one another in the work by an author. The very first element is theme. Theme is the central idea of the novel. It is a message the author sending. It is a philosophical statement or a truth which writer has put forth through the narration of the series of events in the story and characters acting in the particular setting. Second element of novel is plot. Plot is essentially the story of the course of events that make up the theme. The plot is how the author arranges events to develop story in a planned series of events having a beginning, middle and end. There are 5 essential parts of plot. First is introduction, second rising action, third climax, fourth falling action and fifth denouement. Next element is character. Characterization is related to the plot as the course of events takes place because of the certain behavior of the characters. The reader follows the action of one main character throughout the novel. This character is referred to as the protagonist. Protagonist is in conflict with a character or an entity or a force which is known as antagonist. There are 4 kinds of characters. First, round character, second, flat characters, third, dynamic characters and fourth, static characters. Fourth element of novel is setting. Setting is the background in which the story takes place. Setting means the location where the events of the novel have been taken place. Setting include place, period, time, climate, or weather and lifestyle. Plot and character are two major elements that are affected due to setting. Next element of novel is conflict. Conflict is a struggle between opposing forces within a story which is usually resolved by the end. There are 5 types of conflict. First, conflict with the self. It is also known as internal conflict. Second, person versus person. Third, person versus society. Fourth, person versus nature. And fifth, person versus fate, which is called external conflict. Conflict in the story provides interest and curiosity about the plot in the story. Last element of novel is language and style. Language and style is the way in which an author writes or tells a story. Style include dialogue, description, narration, interior monologue, association of ideas. Language include syntax, which may be simple or complex, sentences which may be short or long, and vocabulary. When writers use dialects and different ways of speaking, they are trying to convey how the real person talks, which makes the novel more realistic. These are elements of novel. Thanks for watching.